We are live. Hey, welcome everybody. This is Elena Buriani from Leah Growing People, and
Marwan Midhat. How are you, everyone?
yeah,
I hope you have some great time joining us in this live. Actually, we are discussing a very important topic, entering the year and to creating the best year that might happen in your life. So we are very excited to be discussing the topic of the vision board and how can you kickstart your year in a very optimistic and a very highly energetic state, right?
absolutely. And we have been doing this already, right at the beginning of the year. And we found ourselves with a lot of people asking, oh, I missed that. Can I only do it at the beginning of the year? And actually, no, the answer is no. You can do your vision board at any time you think you might benefit of it. And my suggestion is also maybe to look at it before you start a new chapter. It might be a new quarter if we're talking about the business environment. It might be a new season if we're talking about being connected with the flow and nature and the planet. It could be any transitions, actually, living from one job to another, one country to another, one city to another, one school to another. So actually every important let's say step or phase in our life can be really enriched having a vision board with us. And
Yes.
how many times have you done your vision board, Marwan, already?
I think like 4 or 5 times throughout my life, and it's like since I discovered how much important is the vision board to be created and to live by something that would be a guidance for my actions, behaviors, even as a reminder for my vision. It have been a complete game changer.
Absolutely.
Uh,
So what one questions we have been asked is what make the vision board that powerful? What is your take on that?
I would say it's the for anything to be created, it has to be created in reality first. Like to be created in reality, it has to be created first in your mind. And a lot of people actually are relying on their memories and on their minds, and that's it, and they stop here. But the first thing that really happens for what's in your mind to be created in reality is to write things down, is to see things as if they are already created. So like for me, I remember in 2017 when I wanted to travel to Dubai. I It's not only to travel to Dubai, it was like to move my whole life to Dubai, and that was like an impossible thing to do with my marriage for 10 years and my two school age kids. That was really impossible. But I would say, like, I believed in the power of the vision board. I wrote Dubai 2017 September, and I gave it just a date. And that was in Jan 2017. I didn't have any connections. I didn't have anyone that I knew back there. 11 months later, I was landing in Dubai, living there.
Yeah,
And it
it
happened
happened also to
2017.
me, that sometimes you put some sketches there, you just instill your dreams or your thoughts or your, your vision for the future, even in some scratch notes. And then eventually you tap back into your notebook several years after, and it's like, wow, actually, I have this and I have that. I found me and my husband, for example, looking at one of our notes when we were dreaming a type of house and finding ourselves after 10 years and say, well, actually, it's exactly the house where we are living into without even realizing. But when this process, and this is the reason why I think vision board is so powerful, the process, the conscious process of doing it, putting into the board an intention of creating something, it's already giving extra added value. Because as you said, it might be in our head, but just the commitment we are taking of dedicating time in imagining it, putting our energy in feeling it, and putting our daily efforts in connecting with it, It makes us feel, well, actually we're really doing something to achieve what we want. We're just not simply here waiting that comes, but there's our personal effort, intention, that really add this extra value to the entire experience. um, and maybe also,
Yes.
we are also answering of why is that important to start a new phase in our life, a new season, a new quota, a new transition, uh, with the vision board, according
Yes.
to you.
I totally believe in Stephen Covey when he wrote the book of the 7 habits of highly effective people, and the second habit is begin with the end in mind. So the whole chapter, the whole habit was about clarifying exactly what exactly do you want to achieve, what do you want to reach, who do you want to be, and since that is clear, the matter is to go from here to there is just some time. It's you set the direction, and it's already on the go. What I'd like to ask you and take on a note that, like, most people are very enthusiastic about vision boards when it comes to the beginning of the year. I think this is the first time for anyone, I didn't that I could hear of, who launched a vision board session at the beginning or after the first quarter of the year, at the beginning of the next season, or after winter and entering spring now. So why do you think it's important for people to come and join in this session even after, like, quarter of the year is already passed?
That's a very good questions, and also the reason why we were thinking, will we be running this again or not really? But as I said at the beginning, a lot of people felt they were missing out. And you start the beginning of the year saying, yeah, I have one entire year to achieve my goal. This year I'm gonna do it better. I have a lot of year resolution. I will put myself on a diet. I will working out. I will improve my relationship. I will change my career. And then you find yourself 3 months after and nothing has changed yet. So we only have 9 months to come to make sure that you kick all the boxes of your year resolution. And we are 100% sure that the vision board really gives you this extra, as Maran said, clarity and focus. It's not simply saying, yeah, I want to achieve this and this and this and this and that, and then have them stuck somewhere, but it's actually having a daily reminder of a fixed destination, very clear goal, very clear ending, as Maran call it, and ask ourselves every day, how closer did I get to this final goal? What is that I have done yesterday to get closer? What is that I want to do today to get closer? What is that I want to do tomorrow to get closer? So we still have 9 months to go. We can do kids in 9 months, so it's not a shorter period of time. We can really do miracles, but important is, don't keep procrastinating. Really become very actionable and tangible in what you want to achieve. um, Doing through the process of creating a vision board allow you to get a very clear purpose.
Mm,
And this is also from the way we have created the workshop. We want you to go through your priorities, to go through what really makes you feel alive.
mm,
Um, how do you imagine this ending point to be? In order for you to get the drive, you need to accomplish the journey. So I never think it's too late. Maybe we'll be so crazy to launch a vision board also in Q3 for those people and say, be optimistic. You still have 6 months ahead.
yeah.
But yeah, that's my feeling. That's my hope. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I really liked when he said, like, we can do kids in 9 months. Like, this is really a lot of time. Yeah, I totally believe uh, one's life can totally change in 3 to 6 months. Like 3 to 6 months, if some ending is clear in the mind, and some really structured and dedicated actions on daily basis are being taken, a whole life can be changed, a whole body can
Absolutely.
be changed. You know, a
Absolutely.
transformation in your body can happen in 3 months, in less than 90 days. Things can be achieved heavily, either it's in the spiritual side or the physical side or the mental side or whatever side that you're looking for. You can really transform your life in completely 90 days. So there is still time. So for the people who are watching us now, if you joined us in the very first session, that's great. If you created your vision board, it's really beneficial for you to come again and to check, as Elena said, what have you done to drive yourself and to push yourselves into one step or two steps closer to your vision. Or if you didn't create actually the vision board as clearly as you want, or maybe if you didn't create the vision board,
At
this
all.
is your chance, yeah, at all, you know, like this is your chance for you to sit down, to do the work, to create a vision board, and to see and to check what actually do you come do you want to have achieved during this year. A very important part is also discussed during the session, which is your best self, and how can people relate to that. What do you think is important in this, for people to reflect on in this time of the year?
Yeah, the major difference I've seen when people approach the vision board for the very first time without a deep preparation, as we create in the room, and to creating the right environment for you to really tap in what you really, really need. Sometimes we tend to confuse the vision board with a to do list. I want to
Mm,
do this. And sometimes it's a to-do list that also come from external burdens. You know, what my husband expect me to do as a wife, what my children expect me to do as a mother or a father, what my boss expect me to do as a manager or a leader or an individual contributor, what is expected from me in these circumstances because of my culture, because of my background, because of what my parents say, and there's a lot of stuff in between. So what we really want to focus on is allowing the people to get rid of all those stuff in between, get rid of all those judgment, self-judgment, those pressure on willing to achieve things in a certain way, but actually tap on who I really am and what do I have within to achieve what I want. And what is if I could really have full possibility of achieving whatever I want in life without any people or any circumstances or any inner limiting self-talk. I could tell, I could be asked, you can achieve whatever you want. What would it be possible if I park aside all of this? All my
mm,
to-do list, all my self-judgment, or what the people want from me, what, etc., etc., etc. So we really want to start by bringing people in that atmosphere where they are truly themselves, as parked all these not very helpful things away, where they can really start envision, where they can really start create from a different perspective.
yes.
So that's, I really believe, tapping into your inner strength, your values, is extremely important before you approach any type of creation.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I totally agree, and I highly resonate with what you said, because I think it's very sad. Like, I see a lot of people are aging to late years of life, and they're actually pursuing things that are important for other people, not for themselves. That's really unhealthy way of living, and they stress themselves out. They work in jobs that they are not actually fitting them for the best fit, and at the end of the road, or at the end of the journey, they kind of have this regret of, I worked for half of my life for something that I don't really enjoy, or I don't really like, or I'm not really fulfilled with. So you don't
Absolutely.
want that regret for audience, right? And as people who are already advocates for people development and for people growth. We love to see people empowered, living their full lives as we are actually doing this. Like, there's no fulfilling work than what we are doing right now. So it's much fulfilling when you see that what you do is actually impacting other people, and they are living consciously, based on their true needs and desires, and what they really want and wish for themselves to happen. And that's actually what's going to happen through the vision board. How about like sharing the link so that people can see
Absolutely.
where
So
can
uh,
they register? Yes.
the only thing we're missing now, of course, is to, to invite you formally, as we did at the beginning, because we know from experience, following our clients in the individual coaching session and following groups, that you can really get to your desired reality through a vision board and through having in place an action plan, which we will be helping you creating. So we won't leave you alone. Let's have the vision board, then halas, off you go, and you deal with it. We will be there also to support you in your actionable plan, in how to make that vision board come into reality. So attend attend to our workshop. It will be this coming Sunday, 6 p.m. Dubai time. We are very excited. So everybody can do it before going to iftar and before enjoying. We are very, very excited for this appointment to come. Do you want to add something, Marwan?
Yeah, it's if you have already, or if you are already into the personal development space and following up people, this is going to be something different than what you have already seen ever. And if you are new to the personal development space, maybe this is a very exciting and interesting space to start getting into, knowing actually what do you want to do and who do you want to be throughout the journey. And it's more about who do you want to be than what do you want to achieve or what do you want to do. I believe the vision board is Saturday, right? It's Saturday, I think, not Sunday. So maybe the first or
Yeah,
the
you're right.
initial date is
So
Sunday.
I just wanna, share. It's gonna be April the 9th. I'm so bad
Yes.
with new week here in Dubai. I'm still getting so much confused.
Yes.
The only place in the world where they can change the weekends in a weekend.
Yes.
So I'm still, running. I'm very visual, so I see this at the beginning of the weekend,
Over the week.
and it's
Yes.
very
Yes.
confusing. But yes, it's going to be April the 9th from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. So
Dubai time.
don't worry if you feel low energy because you are fasting.
Mm.
It's not required any type of efforts. Actually, is beautiful because we know in Ramadan is about transformation, is about connecting, is about focusing on your own desire. What is that you want to do good for yourself, for people, is about gifting. So there's no better gift that you can do to yourself and to the people that loves you, in focusing in what you want to achieve in life. Because try also to imagine when you transform your life in a better version of itself, and you transform yourself in a better version of yourself, people who loves you will be positively impact. First of
Yes.
all, because you're setting good role modeling for them. So you're teaching your children, you're teaching your partner, you're teaching your colleague, you're teaching your leader that is, you know, that it's possible to change. And you got the first, it's like throwing a rock in the lake, and getting that ripple. You can be the one starting that ripple effect. And on the
Yes.
other side, if you are better living your life, you will be more happy and fulfilled, as Maran said. So people wants to be surrounded by positive people. They want to be surrounded by people who knows how to achieve things in life. So it's the better gift you can do to yourself and to the people who loves you.
Yes, exactly.
So again, this is the link to register. We look forward to seeing you, and thank you so much for the time spent together.
Yes, awesome. Thank you so much, and looking forward to meeting you there.
Bye.